Throughout my life, I've never really stopped and looked at everything that I built for myself. It just seems like I haven't reached some sort of destination yet. And I think that's a problem because I'm taking everything I have right now for granted. Everything I have. I want to be the best, right? I want to be the best YouTuber. I want to be the best businessman. I want to be the smartest. And I want things to show for that. And funny enough, I have things, but I'm never happy. And so I need to start looking in the mirror and just saying, wow, I'm actually doing okay. And I don't have to compare myself to anyone else. I think that when we do that, we just ruin the moment. It's okay to compare yourself to people, but the way I do it is not healthy. It's not constructive at all. It's detrimental. Because when I really think about it, when I look back to where I came from, I'm doing absolutely fine. Like, I'm doing better than 99.9% of people. And so it just goes to show that we all feel that way. We all feel that way, no matter what we have or who we are currently or where we are along our journey. We all feel that way from time to time. And it's something that you just need to cut out of your life. You just can't. It's never a bad thing. When you grow up in scarcity, you just consistently want more. The second you grab onto some sort of success, you just want more and more and more, and you're never happy. But I was thinking the other day, because I grew up hard. Like, I grew up really, really rough, and we didn't have a lot of money. And I was thinking to myself, if I were to close my eyes when I was younger, and then I would wake up right here where I'm at in my life right now, I would be like, holy shit, who did you rob to get this? How did you get this? How do you have all these cool things? That just goes to show that I'm not even playing the same game that I once thought I was playing. I've leveled up to such a level that I'm comparing myself to people that are just vast outliers. If I compare myself to the people that are around me, I'm doing fantastic, you know? I'm doing great compared to anyone and everyone that I went to high school with. I will put my life up against anyone and everyone that I went to high school with. And that's cool. And the thing about doing this and thinking like this is that no one cares. I heard something really cool earlier today, and it's that in your 20s, you chase validation because you care about what people think. In your 40s, you no longer care about what people think, and you finally begin to understand yourself and be comfortable in your own skin. And then in your 60s, you look back to your 20s and you realize that they were never thinking about you to begin with. No one was ever judging you. No one ever cared about what you did, whether you did great things or you slipped up from time to time and made a couple mistakes. No one was interested. They're all interested in their own lives. They didn't have time for you. What you thought was so important back then doesn't mean shit. It just wasn't the right thing to ponder upon. And I'm starting to learn that because, guys, money doesn't make you happy. I love clothes. I love shoes. I love eyeglasses. I love sunglasses so much. I just bought like 6 or 7 pairs. These are one of them. They're really cool. I love the way that it can kind of change you into like a character and it completely changes the way you look. You can express yourself through jewelry that you wear on your face, but these things don't make you happy. They don't make you happy. You look at them for a second and you're like, yeah, that's cool. I definitely needed that. And then you're like, oh, in the closet you go. You know, it's the same old shit. What really makes me happy and what I really am thankful for are probably the things that I take for granted the most. I have an amazing life and I have nice things, sure. But there's things to my life that I cannot buy and that no one can buy that I have that belong to me and me only. And I'm talking about relationships with people. I have amazing relationships. When I finally got my shit together and stopped drinking and partying, it just changed my life a lot. And I understand why I did that. I was trying to fit in, and then for those of you who don't know, I got hit by a car a couple of years ago, and throughout suing the insurance company, it was a doozy because I just fell into a deep, dark depression. And I thought that, man, once I get this settlement, I'll be so happy. I'll be so content. My life will be amazing. It'll be so extraordinary. I'll be able to say, fuck you, and fuck you, and fuck you. And I'll be able to do what I want. And I'm here. When I got that money, I'll never forget, it was the day after New Year's. Um, Nothing changed. I mean, at first I just had a check, so it really didn't change. But even when I finally got the money, it was like, okay, what now? What now? Like mission complete. I had focused for 2 years while I was healing on getting that check. And I got it, and now I'm like, well, that's cool. That makes life a lot easier. I don't have to necessarily worry about bills anymore. But what now? What can I do now? What impact can I have on the world? How can I make a difference? That's really when I fell into wanting to do YouTube again, because I'd always wanted to do YouTube. I remember when I was younger, like 6, 5 or 6, I just loved making videos and I love talking to people and I love being myself on here. I think it's really difficult for people to be themselves because they're vulnerable. I don't have any armor right now. So whatever you guys say in the comments, like that, would get to most people. But fortunately, I have very thick skin because I realize that the people that say those things in the comments are just unhappy. And it's sad. And so I try to help them, try to make them feel like they're worth something and like they still have a fighting chance at accomplishing anything they want in life. I think that's the main goal of life, is to help one another and to raise each other up and hold each other through the tough times, because we will get through it and we'll get through it together. Even if you don't know anyone, like you might be a stranger to that person or those people that you see. It could be just as you cross the street, you see someone and you're like, I don't know that person. Or it could be people that you see every single day, maybe at your job or when you go to school. But you have to realize that you have so much in common with that person. It's insane. You're both on team human. And so it would benefit the both of you to just help one another and just be interested in people. You know, Someone at my work the other day, he likes doing, things on the side when he gets home, and he made these flowers. They were 3D printed flowers, and I was like, oh my God, I need some. They're so cool, and they're actually right back there. If you could see them, they're sick. And that is like his joy. Everyone in their 9 to 5 kind of feels like they're stuck in a rat race and like their life is pointless and they're not hitting their full potential of what they could be, which is exactly why I tell you guys to start your own business. Just start doing something that you can profit off of on the side. Just do it until it eventually becomes more profitable than what you use to pay your bills, because I've been there. I've been trapped in my life multiple times, feeling as if I was trapped. I was actually never trapped, because the great thing about life is the second you realize and truly understand that you are responsible for everything that happens to you, then you can change it. And once you change it, the world opens up to you. You can be whoever you want to be, and this sounds corny as shit, but it's honestly true. I'm living proof of it. I am living proof that this is actually the case. You can be anything you'd like, but I think that I should tell you guys that you should honestly just be grateful for what you have. A lot of us have so many great things. If you have parents still, be extremely grateful. If you have grandparents, man, that's a blessing. If they're still around, that's a blessing. You shouldn't take that for granted. And I know we all do because we're busy and they get it, but you shouldn't take it for granted. If you have a wife or a husband or a girlfriend or boyfriend or a significant other that loves you and that wants you to succeed, to where when you accomplish something, they're proud of you. They don't put you down. They don't bring the conversation back to them, but they are genuinely proud of you and happy for you. Then you've won. You've won. What else can you ask for? If you have people around you that love you, you've won. You've already won. You've been playing the wrong game all along, because I can tell you right now that money doesn't make you happy. It's sad, right? It really sucks. I wish it did. I wish it were that easy. I always thought that it would be that easy, but it's not. I was just insecure and I was hopeful, and I thought that that was the missing piece to my life, and it wasn't. It was never there. I was always happy, even when I had nothing. I was always happy. I just didn't enjoy the happiness or appreciate it because I was looking 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years down the line and saying, how can I fix this? How can I get more of this? How can I reverse engineer my life to be something? The problem with that mentality, and trust me, I'm the biggest go-getter ever. I want you to achieve everything that you set out to do, and I'll hold you accountable too. You post in the comments, I will hold you accountable. Don't think I won't. I know each and every single one of you motherfuckers. But I think that that is sort of the wrong mentality to have all the time. Just to be blasting yourself. Before my grandfather died, uh, I would call him and just tell him, ask him about how things are going and tell him I love him, and he just tell him my problems somewhat also, because he was someone that you could call and he would just listen to you and he'd make everything feel okay. And he would always end the conversation 99.9% of the time by saying, I'm proud of you, son. And I would always respond with, you haven't seen anything yet. Don't be proud of me yet. I haven't done anything. And now that he's gone, I get what he was saying. He was telling me that he's always been proud of me. I've always been enough. And so have you guys. So I know that you guys see all these fancy things and designer clothes, and it seems like I have my shit together. And I do, but it doesn't mean that I feel some difference in my life. Just because I have a little bit more money doesn't mean that I have everything figured out. I'm still figuring it out now. That's part of what makes this thing fun. If we had it figured out, it would suck. If you popped in a game into your gaming console and the second you hit the play button, it said the end, you'd be like, what the hell? I want to get through this game. I want to experience the journey of this game. It can't just say you won, right? You have to work for it, because then you'll appreciate it. And I'll leave you guys with this. Never feel trapped in life. You can have anything you want. Just be careful what you ask for. Because if you work really hard and don't give up, you're going to get it. But you might not be too happy with the result, because any time in life that you put your energy towards something, it takes away energy from something else that you could be paying attention to or working on or just appreciating. And so it's never too late. It's never too late to start over. It's never too late to start something. It's never too late to reinvent yourself. You're never really stuck. You just feel like you're stuck because you've gotten complacent. And I know that that sucks for a lot of people to hear, but that's the truth. Complacency will kill you. And you need to be really, really careful what you invest your time and energy and effort into, because that is who you become. What you do is what you become. It's who you are. You make these decisions. You make the decision to go out and party on Fridays and Saturdays. You make the decision to get home after work, and instead of working on something that you love and that could benefit your future and can grow, you just crack open a six-pack and try to forget the entire day. And then the day is gone. You've wasted so much time. So I would just say, if I was speaking to a 21, 22, or maybe even 23, 24-year-old version of myself, I would say, chill. And I was really ambitious, so if you're not ambitious, then maybe this isn't for you. But if you're anything like I was, I would say chill. Chill out. You're going to be just fine. Enjoy things. Spend time with your family. Enjoy your life. Enjoy the fact that your car doesn't start sometimes. Hey, it makes life interesting, right? Funny enough, to this day, I have the money, I could buy any car I want. I can't buy a Bugatti, but any car. I keep that same motherfucker because I want to remember. It makes life interesting too. I want to remember. I don't want a new car. Everyone's like, get a new car. I don't want a new car. I want the car that reminds me of who I used to be. That's what I want. And funny enough, I've been able to get a car for a very long time. I just refuse. I refuse. It's kind of an inside joke, but really it's not, because I look at everyone on the street and I think to myself, even if I was flat ass broke and had nothing, I still have more than that motherfucker, because he has a car payment. He's paying for something that he can't afford. If you can't afford a car in cash, then don't buy a car. I know you want that Hellcat. I know you want that Benz. If you can't afford it in cash, just save your money, guys, because no one cares. Like I said in the beginning here, no one cares. No one's looking at you. Just make sure you feel comfortable with yourself, and that can only be built through hard work and real reflection. You have to really take a good, long, hard look in the mirror. And it's scary what you see sometimes, because we don't like certain aspects of what we do. But that feeling you get, if you get that feeling, is exactly what should light a fire under you in order for you to change. Much like if you put your hand on a hot stove, you would get the overwhelming sensation of pain. That doesn't mean that you should ignore it. That means that you should do the exact opposite. You should pay attention to it and act on it immediately. That's how you should treat life. So, if you feel down and you feel like you haven't done everything you want to do in life yet, just give it time, guys. Give it time. I guarantee you that if you don't give up and you continue to work hard, you're going to get there. And then you're going to realize that it was for nothing. Like, you were there the entire time. Enjoy the journey. Make sure you like this video and make sure you subscribe. I know that this video isn't going to get the traction that I wish it would, because when I say things like this and I actually open up to you guys, it doesn't get any views. It sucks that YouTube has to go by a sensationalistic algorithm instead of the impact that a video can make, because it tilts everyone towards making content that isn't beneficial to anyone. It's just a giant waste of time. And I refuse to do that. I never monetize my videos. I don't even know how to monetize my videos. And furthermore, this is for me. And this is from me to you, to build something real on the internet. And so I think that money would just corrupt it. It would just corrupt everything. Maybe I've said there's a few different ways I could do it to where it wouldn't corrupt it, but I'm not going to be selling hawking products on here. It's not what this channel is about. And I plan to be here for a long time. And so if I ever change up, you can go back to this video and you could say, remember, I guarantee you're not going to say that, because I will not do that. I won't do it. So I really appreciate the actual support, the real support that I get from human beings. And so if you just like this video and subscribe, if I've done or said anything that's helped you in any way, then just spread the word. Try to spread the word. And just try to be happy. If you don't want to do that, then just do this, guys. Just try to be happy. And you know, if you have people in your life that you love, the second this video is over, pick up the phone and give them a call. Because one day you're going to pick up your phone and they won't be around. So, thank you guys very much, and take care of yourselves.